for joining us. Moving on to another important story. Union Minister of State Rajiv Chandrasekhar met social media companies and industry stakeholders today to flag concerns over deepfakes. The minister told companies that they are only partially compliant on the IT rules as things stand. Ashmit Kumar now joins us with the latest. Ashmit, what are you picking up? Was this a heated meeting where Rajiv Chandrasekhar gave strong directions to social media companies?
Well, if not the words, at least the message that was sent out was quite sharp, coming in from the Minister of State for Electronics and IT. I'll come to that in just a bit. Today was round two of the meeting with the social media companies. The MOS Meti, he met with social media companies after first it was flagged on November 24th that the current IT rules and the framework in place is enough to deal with deepfakes. Now, importantly, today was round two of the meeting. Progress had to be reviewed, and today, as per sources, the Minister of State shared with the social media companies that he's not happy with only partial progress that has happened so far. He clearly conveyed that as far as relaxations are concerned, there will be no relaxation in government's approach. He further went on to say, sources tell us that there were 4 key points that he put across to the social media companies. Number one is that a 7-day window is now being provided to the social media companies to get their act in place and to fully comply with the IT rules, both in letter and spirit. Now, what does that entail? As per sources, number one of the key takeaways is that the government is pressing on is that there should be a mechanism that whenever the user is logging in, there should be a message displayed on the illegality of deepfakes that social media companies are not fully compliant with. So that's one aspect. The second key message that went out as per sources is that the message that was put out is that as per the Indian Penal Code, there are provisions which can also be used for initiating criminal prosecution in cases of deepfakes. And number three, and this is a follow-up here, the third message that went out is that the social media companies should not operate under the assumption of safe harbor protection under the IT Act, because the IT rules very clearly provide that the safe harbor protection from criminal prosecution will only work if they are fully compliant with the IT rules. And finally, it was also flagged in the meeting, as per sources, is that if not at their own behest, then at least if there's a complaint registered by a user on deepfakes, that is something that should result in time-bound action by the social media company. In fact, earlier today, I caught up with the Minister of State, Mr. Rajiv Chandrasekhar himself. Among other things, he confirmed the developments and the meetings with the social media companies.
All right.
Change is not something anybody welcomes with open arms. Nobody wants to change the status quo. But we are saying that the IT rules and the Act prescribes for them to make sure that the terms of use are aligned. Users on their platform are very aware of what is illegal and what is not, and that is their job to do. It cannot be government's job alone. We can't be constantly telling 600 million, 700 million Indians what is illegal and legal. It is also the platform's duty to do that. So there is, in some platforms, there is that whole lethargy. In many platforms, there's a clear understanding of what is the right thing to do, and they are adapting quickly. The ones that are slower, we've given them some more time, but certainly we've not given them any feeling that we are going to relax.
All right. On that note, we are going to take a break here on News Center. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of the show. More news and updates continue on the other side.